Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Evoland 2. In the previous episode we made our way to the Viking village of the past in order to try and obtain the fragment of ice. Of course, it seems as though it is being auctioned off, or not auctioned off, but given away as a prize in the annual tournament, which we gained access to by defeating the trolls of the mines of Noria. And one thing I should warn you about, you may or may not be hearing thunder and or rain throughout this recording. I'm sorry, there's not much I can do about this, and I'm just trying to get this video recorded before the storm potentially takes out the power. But right now we need to challenge the 6 Vikings in order to gain access to their boss. Are you prepared to duel? Yes, I am. Now, this game essentially works like Bejeweled, or in other cases, some of the new combat puzzlers that have been showing up lately. Basically, try to move the gems around to match 3 at a time. Any gems you get go into this stockpile of gems, which you can then use to activate special abilities. Fina's special ability removes all the gems in a row, and any green gems she gets, for each one you get 5 HP back. I only recommend doing it, or the guide only recommends doing it, if you can get 3 or more gems. Menos will remove a block of 3x3 gems, and any red gems will allow him to do bonus damage to the enemy. Velvet's spell is the only one that doesn't remove gems or rely on a certain number of gems. Instead, what happens is that she freezes her opponent's abilities for 1 turn and does 10 damage to them. Now, your best bet for winning this is to try and get as many 4 gems in a row as possible. If you manage to do that, then you will get an extra turn. For example, like this. Get to do 8 damage to him, and we get an extra turn. If you can't get 4 gems in a row, well, no biggie. You're just gonna have to deal with what you're dealt. Now, I'm not gonna show every single battle as they can get tedious after a while, but I will show you at least one just to give you an idea of what it's like. Let's see. Ooh, we can get a nice blue combo going here, or not. Now, don't be discouraged if you lose, because some of these Vikings can actually one-shot you, which is unfortunate, but it happens. Now, I'm probably not going to be talking a lot during this, so that I can focus and see what I can do. Yeah, there's another reason I'm not showing all 6 of these, is the fact that they can go on for a while. And I see these flashing ones, but I'm trying to see if I can get some actual gems. That was a loud one. Ooh, 4 in a row. Extra turn. And a nice combo. Let's see. Oh, and if you want to use your special abilities, hit control. I can get another turn and some gold. Not that it does me much good. See, I can get an attack, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. See, I can get some more red gems, or any red gems at all. Any 4 in a row I could get? Doesn't look like it. But I did manage to get some damage. Okay, what was that supposed to do? Let's see, attack gems deal 2 damage this turn, play again. Well, that didn't do him much good. Yeah, I see that there. 4 in a row I can get? No, it doesn't look like it. I see you there. see the gold, but I want something else. I want gems. Oh, and yeah, those frozen ones, I guess, don't count for some odd reason. Until you unfreeze them by, I guess, getting a combination next to them. Ah, shit. Let's see, is there any spot I can get Menos that'll get me a ton of gems? There's there. That's about all I'm seeing. At least he didn't get Bestial Charge at the same time. But he did give me a 4 in a row that I could get. Just about got him beaten. Just need a little more. Come on, one more attack. No attacks, but I can do this. I've been defeated? Impossible! Pretty sure they all say the same thing. But with that, I'm going to cut the recording here. It's not the end of the episode, not by a long shot. And I'll get back to you guys once I have beaten the other 5 Vikings. It pretty much plays out the same, it's just they have different abilities. Anyways, see you guys once I've beaten them. Alright, we're back, and we've defeated the 6 Vikings that we need to in order to meet their boss. A couple of things you might want to know. 1, you can use potions if you need to, but I recommend saving them for the boss. 2, there are more than 6 Vikings that you're able to defeat. So if you're having trouble beating one of them, try finding someone else to duel. And let's see. Oh yeah, third tip. When you use special abilities, frozen gems do count towards whatever consuming that they use. So if you say got 4 green gems in a row, but one of them's frozen, that frozen one will still count. Same thing with Menos and red gems. But anyways, let's go meet their boss, beat him, and get our fragment of the Magi Key. What? You actually beat all those warriors? In the name of the Great Turtle, you can challenge our boss. Not a soul. Hold up. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Do you think it could be a trap? No. At least, I don't think so. In spite of their slightly crude ways, the Vikings do seem to have a fairly strong sense of honor. I can't imagine they would set a trap for us. I think you're right, Velvet. From what I gathered, they have to fight with bravery and valor to get eternal life. I'm afraid of what'll happen to the mainlanders if the Vikings complete their tunnel and launch an attack on the Empire. I would say there is little to fear in that regard. Oh? Why do you say that? Think about it, Fina. Nowhere in the history books are the Vikings ever mentioned, which would suggest they never made it to the continent. Ah yes, I hadn't thought of that. But then, whatever happened to them? I have a theory. Of course, I don't have the proof to substantiate it, so I'd need to locate the relevant documents and relics, but if I am right, something triggered a sudden melting of the frozen continent. And what prompted this assertion, Miss Velvet? I never told you how I retrieved my book. The one that allows me to use my ice powers. Ah yes, I admit it has piqued my curiosity. Never have I seen its like. It's super useful anyway. I'd love to get one for myself. It's called the Book of Boreas, one of the 3 legendary Magi artifacts, along with the Stone of Time and the Magi Key. I stumbled upon it in the Great Library of Genova while researching the Magi. I managed to translate part of it, which is why I can use some of its power, but there must be so much more to it. The anarchivist Largo brought the book to the library after his southern expedition during the Great War. His account seems consistent. He must have found it in the land of the Vikings. So, if I'm getting this right, your book leaving this place causes the ice to melt? That's one possibility. The melting of the frozen continent is a long process, but if it were to happen over several centuries, it could lead to rising sea levels, and the world would be covered almost entirely in water, with only a few islands remaining. This would do little to change my people's future. By then, all demons will be gone. Kuro, I know you think lengthy dialogue is boring and you wish you could skip it, but we're discussing important stuff here. So stop snoring, will you? I do not think Solid Snail was the culprit, Miss Fina. The snowman? He's snoring? Huh? What? Who? What? Did somebody call for me? And he talks? Who are you? Oh, right. It's all coming back to me. I was meditating, focusing on the tournament ahead when I dozed off. You must be here for the duel. In that case, let's get on with it. Oh, but I haven't introduced myself. I'm the Viking Chief. You can call me Jon Snow. And there's our Game of Thrones, which was a Game of Thrones reference checked off the list. He doesn't look so tough, Kuro. Let's win ourselves that tournament prize. I really hope it's the Magi Key Fragment. My father taught me to mistrust appearances. Watch yourself. No doubt this Jon Snow is more dangerous than he appears. Oh, you have no idea, Menos. A talking snowman? I'm dying to get a closer look at this new mystery. Right. So, are you prepared to fight? As prepared as I'm gonna be. Now, this here, these are some new gemstones that only, I believe, Jon Snow can make use of. Now, remember what I said about potions. Save them for this. If you're about to lose, use them. You can do that. With battle, no. At least I assumed you could, according to the guide. Yeah, they must have fixed it. Never mind. Forget what I said. Now, the snowballs themselves, they can be used by Jon Snow in order to heal. So, even if they don't do you any good, you might want to get them yourself in order... Oh, that's right. If you get them, it freezes one of your abilities at random. But for him, it heals him, which just makes the fight all that more challenging. Any 4 in a rows I can get? Does not look like it. And there goes our healing ability. Not that I really could use it anyways. Don't have enough gemstones. There's this one, but that would freeze my abilities. Anything else I could get? Please. Seriously? Is that all I can get? I can get this, get some damage on him, and he has a ton of health. So, this fight's probably going to take up the entire remainder of the video. Oh boy, what does that do? Destroy 3 snowballs and absorb it. And absorbs adjacent gems. You 1 damage for each snowball on the board. And convert 8 gems into snowballs. So he's all about the snow. Just gotta keep getting ability gems and using my powers to take him down. and keep him from healing with those snowballs. If only I had a way to make these two drop, I could get an extra turn. Now let's focus more on getting gems. Sometimes the suggested gem movements they give you are actually pretty good. Like this one. Well, that wasn't suggested, but that was just something that was a very good move. Come on, there's gotta be some more 4 in a row I can get. Does not look like it. Stop healing. I mean, it's only 3 points, but that can add up if you're not doing any damage to him. Let's see. I wanted to use the healing, but I couldn't see anything that had more than 3 gemstones. But oh well. That one was just 1 row lower. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention is that sometimes if there's no moves left for you to use, the entire board just clears. But it's odd, because I've actually had moments where there was a move I could use, but it still said I couldn't. Anywhere I can use Menos for a ton of damage? Not really. Oops. And of course he gets the extra turn. We got... Could try going for a meteor. Thankfully, the snowballs don't count against you if you're using them in a special ability, it seems. Alright, let's see any 4 in a row we can get. Yeah, that's one thing I forgot to mention. It doesn't have to be 4 in a straight line up or down. If you can get that 3x3 thing we did, or 3 one way, 3 the other way that we just did, it counts. If I can get another good meteor, I think I can finish him off. And we have won. Gonna be honest, I expected the fight to go on a lot longer. What the? Oh. Whew. For a minute there I was worried the game froze and I'd have to do that fight all over again. You are all truly great warriors. Though not Vikings, you successfully won the tournament. Congratulations, here is your reward. You got the Book of Boreas, an extraordinary ancient tome that keeps its cool under pressure. Another Book of Boreas? What is the meaning of this? It's a unique artifact. There can only be one copy. Yet it is possible. If this is indeed the book that Miss Velvet discovered in the Imperial Library, there must be a version of it in that era. Your copy is the one from the future, but both are in fact one and the same. Lord Menos, I'm impressed. I'm convinced you would have made a grand king for your people had the demons won the Great War. But what good's another copy of the same book? We need the fragment of ice of the Magi Key. And Ceres told us we'd find it here. I don't know where the fragment is, but we must at all costs return this book to the anarchivist Largo. But why? I'd really like my own ice book. If we fail to return it to him, we will effectively alter history. I won't ever find the book in the library, nor will I visit the Magi ruins on Cursed Isle. And thus we will never meet. The consequences are unforeseeable. She is correct, Miss Fina. We must not take such a risk. I don't want you to disappear either, Velvet. I think we bumped into Largo in the Viking village. Let's go give him the book and continue our search for the fragment of ice. These foreigners make absolutely no sense. I didn't understand a thing you said. You know nothing, Jon Snow. And there's the other Game of Thrones reference. Kuro, I fear we have already altered the course of history too much. Unless we all play a part in it. But I imagine it's nothing compared to what will happen once we use the Magi Key. Never have I met a human such as Velvet. She seems to make no distinction between humans and demons. To her, both are subjects worthy of study. My oh my! Could you be gaining an interest in her, Menos? Outsiders talk of such strange things. Yes, well, we all saw Largo right around here. Solid snail here, blah blah blah, what a small world, blah blah blah. Already done this. Let's give him the Book of Boreas. Here, we wanted to entrust this book to you. It's a very valuable tome from the ancient Magi civilization. You absolutely must bring it to the Imperial Library in one piece. A book from the Magi era? What an extraordinarily rare find! I don't know how to thank you. Oh wait, here's something. I came across this odd stone in the frozen cavern. It certainly doesn't equal your book, but it's all I have to give in return. The fragment of ice. You have no idea how valuable this is. Sorry again that I have nothing better to trade for this book. No, that's fine. I believe this will be more than enough. Well, I'm off to trot the globe again. Best of luck to you all. Yeah, best of luck. To you as well, Largo. Well, we have more time left over than I thought we would. So I suppose I could use this time to do a bit of setup for next episode. Ooh, and I can get an Oricon ore that I've been holding off on getting. With this, we return to the future. Well done. You have the fragment of ice. In the future, the frozen continent has almost disappeared. I hope the Vikings will learn how to swim. I wouldn't like to feel responsible for their disparition. Disparition? Okay. Would you, Kuro? Come and see me if you need more information on the fragments of the Magi Key. And here we are back in the future, which is actually exactly where we need to go. Now, you remember how the Dread Pirate Roberts mentioned a treasure of his? Well, this is exactly where it is, I believe. Nope, wrong island. Further north. There it is. Cluckety Isle. Now, we could have done this sooner, but I'd recommend holding off on this until you have at least one character who's level 3. You'll see soon enough why. Also, I recommend clearing out the bushes. Give you some time to run. See that chest? We can't get to it unless we kill this chicken. Wait for it. Yeah, we now have a bunch of angry chickens trying to kill us. And this is what I meant about your level 3 summons changing with each era that you're in. There was, yeah, even that level 3 was not enough to kill him. Well, all of them. Which just goes to show that these shall be your most powerful enemies yet. Oh, and don't forget to use your potions if you have them. I'll just use a green one for now. Alright, let's try to get another level 3 summon going. Get as many chickens on screen as you can, and hit them all. Man, those animations are cool. Hey, get over here, you little chicken. Okay, that was some serious frame rate dropping. But with that, we have gained our 12th Oricon Ore. Just 2 left in the entire game to get. There's a note in the chest. My most precious treasure, D. Roberts. Yep, that was the big treasure that he was talking about. Let's see, got another 8 minutes, though chances are I may have forgotten to start the timer again. So, let's see. May as well do some setup for the next magic fragment key. Not going to start it, because we don't have enough time for that. But we can at least start setting it up. Plus, I believe it is about time for us to return to the forge for another piece of equipment. Which is why I didn't buy anything from the Vikings. Because the only new thing that they had to give us was some boots, and I believe we're about to get the boots. Wonder if D. Roberts has anything to say now. That's for my treasure, blah blah blah. Nope, same thing. Alright, let's head out. Well, sure, I'd like to set sail, but that's not what I'm gonna do. Instead, we're gonna fly. Now, as for the whole Demonia thing, it's right over here. Now, remember how we've been using the Cursed Isle Megalith a lot? Well, there's another Megalith you can make use of if you need to, right here. Not much else to say about it. What is the meaning of this? Hey, Dalkin, long time no see. And Magus, I haven't really missed doing your voice. You sound surprised, Colonel. Surprised? Coming from you, Magus, it's no surprise. But you? How could you? Honestly, Colonel, come now. Try not to frighten my lieutenants. I'll soon have need of them. Your lieutenants? They belong to the Empire. Times change, Colonel. You see, I long served your great Emperor, but no more. Now I shall have my turn on the throne. I've decided to establish my own empire right here. You're a madman. All you have are a few dozen soldiers. In just a few months, the real Emperor will be here with his army. You won't stand a chance against him. Do not worry too much. Do not worry too much for my sake, Colonel. In that time, I will have conquered Demonia and wiped out the last of the demons. And my army will rival that of the Emperor. But how? I shan't reveal all my secrets, Colonel. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a continent to conquer. Traitor! Probably should have charged with your spear out. Just a suggestion. I have to stop them. Solid Snail, we must act quickly. Demonia has yet to fall, and I can still aid my people. Yeah, we would, but, this big lug is in the way. I know you. You fled the Colosseum. What did you go by? No, right. Solid Snail, wasn't it? What are you doing out here? I see. Naturally, if you're with a Demonian prince, where else would you go? Let us through. I'm sorry, but there's no use fighting them. You would need an army to reach Demonia. Even I'm powerless for the time being. There's one possibility. We could team up with the Empire. Never! Make a pact with Demonia? That's ludicrous. But there's no other way. If we don't stop Magus, the fighting will only get worse. Tens of thousands will die. Well, that's what I learned in school anyway. We have to stop Magus before he makes it to Demonia. Joining forces is the only way to do that. It is imperative we reach Demonia before time runs out. And if to that end I must ally with the Empire, for a short while at least, so be it. Dalkin? It's not possible. I can't. My orders. We are at war with Demonia. Maybe, but it's Magus who started this war, hoping to seize Demonia and keep it for himself. And knowing that, you still want to follow orders? You ought to know to bend the rules when it's for the good of the Empire. I can't. Can't go against orders. Well, Kuro, it seems it won't be easy to persuade Dalkin. In my time period, he's known for having led the army that fought Magus. The battle turned into a real bloodshed and thousands died on both sides. That's why he's been dubbed Dalkin the Red. After his victory, if you can call it that, he left the military. He's likely still alive in my time. It makes me wonder where he would be now. We must convince him to allow us passage. I must come to my people's aid. Why won't he accept our help? It's the best option there is. It's because he's stubborn. I cannot become your ally. I have my orders. Kuro, it won't be an easy task to persuade Dalkin, but we simply cannot I wonder what became of him in my era. That's a massive hint. Now, you guys remember that key we bought several episodes ago during our first visit to Genova in the future? Well, we're gonna make use of it. We just gotta make our way over to Genova. How that key still works, or how the fact that the guy didn't change the locks, I won't understand. Plus, we get to see Genova after the great disaster has happened. Everybody's panicking, but we're just calmly walking in. Whatever. Let's see. Ah, here's the place. What's this guy doing? My father locked himself in the house. We need to leave. How will I get him out of there? Who's my father? Oh, he was a colonel in the Imperial Army. But I'd rather not talk about it. It's done. I'll sell this house as soon as all this quiets down. Here he is, old Dalkin. Who are you? And what are you doing in my home? Oh, I know you! Not this nightmare again. Listen, I'm going to wake up soon, so I just wanted to tell you one more time. Tell you how sorry I am. I should have listened to you. Yes, I should have listened. I was only following orders. I had no other choice. All those people, dead. Because of me. My fault. If only you'd carried the Emperor's seal of confidence, as I do, my Medal of Honor. I never take it out of the cabinet nowadays. I don't deserve it. Leave me! Oh, how convenient. The Imperial Medal. It marks the Emperor's trust, confers a certain prestige, and looks stunning on the mantle to boot. Well, sounds like that's exactly what we needed, and I realized that I forgot to, visit the forge. Oh well. That's something for the next episode. So, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.